the ankle?
Just feeling a lot better.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Been able to take some time off. Sounds like a little bit to rest it up this week.
Yeah.
Be back out there today.
Yeah, so it's definitely feeling as good as it's ever felt since I've heard it. So, I'm looking forward to it.
I was surprising that it ended up being as serious as it was. I mean, it's almost a month now.
Kind of. I really don't dwell on those kind of things. I just kind of trust the training staff. And for me, I just felt like that I just had to do what was best for the team. And, I tried going out there at times when it was kind of where it was at. And, I just at least wanted to, kind of set an example. So at least try and fight through the adversity rather than just giving up already. But it took a long time, but I'm here now.
You guys' first sweep, won 4 of the last 5. Saturday is an opportunity to get second in the conference. Confidence of this team is as high as it's been in a while?
I guess you could say that. Honestly, right now, we just really trying to take things one day at a time, one game at a time. I think when we start to kind of look at things in groups or cluster, I think that's when we start to overwhelm ourselves. So I think what's worked good for this team is that we can, look at one practice at a time, one game at a time, and hopefully it results in more wins and more sweeps.
For an upperclassman, that's probably easy to do, but for a younger team like this, is that kind of a hard thing to not peek ahead?
Well, they haven't expressed having any issues with it. I think just the more and more that you drill it into their head, the more it's easier for them to kind of grasp it. And it's not as a stressful situation or a stressful thought to think of stuff in clusters. Just dissect it one thing at a time. It's just easier for you to approach it in the right way.
Coach was just talking about how Oregon State kind of has the benefit of defined roles all season, where you guys have kind of been in flux for a lot of the year due to the injuries and such. At least from where you are right now, can you reflect on kind of what you guys were going through last Civil War, and kind of where you're at now? Do you feel much more stabilized now than then?
Last Civil War this year?
Last Civil War,
Okay. Well, I think that was the game that where I told the press that I think we started to learn how we do need to play. And that was when we started pressing them a lot, just kind of speeding the game up. I think last game, we were still kind of trying to get adjusted with Kenny not being there. Francis was still trying to, kind of adjust to more playing time. Miles was adjusting, and these are players that have made tremendous strides since then. So I think now going into the game, it's going to be a tough game, being at their home court, but I think we are a lot more confident, a lot more solid, and we know, what people are going to give us when they get out there.
Just having Kenny out there with the amount of bigs they have, just having another body out there kind of changes everything you guys do defensively from the first match.
For sure, yeah. Kenny's played against their big, played against them a lot in the spring and summer sessions. Open gyms and things. And, I think Kenny has kind of have a feel for how he needs to play. Kenny's last game was incredible with his defense. And I think if he could continue that aggression on the defensive end as well as incorporating it on the offensive end, that'd be good.
That Civil War here was sort of that, example of you guys struggling to close out games. How much more confident are you guys now in closing games than you were then?
Right. I would say, we're more confident than we were last time. I think we've had some very humbling experiences throughout that time, ever since then, that being one of them, then the UCLA and then Washington. But I think right now, people we're a more close-knit group. I think people will understand that you can't take your foot off the gas pedal, especially when you start to fight back from such of a big deficit. But you need to maintain, you keep your foot on the neck. So I think right now, we're in a good space. So, yeah.
When you guys have pressed, it seems to have always given any team problems. Why do you feel like your press is so effective, no matter who you play?
Yeah, I think we just have very active people. It starts with the active guards, the positioning of them. And sometimes, the timing of the presses kind of throw people off. we don't do the same thing every time when we press, and that can disrupt the team, that can disrupt the game plan. And I really want to credit the coaches as well as the guards. The guards have done a great job up front, as well as people like Miles or Kenny that end up being on the ball up there. Gives us a great length up there. Like I said, we just change up our presses, our pressures. It kind of works in our advantage.
And Paul, on Sunday, Coach said that it's kind of as a team, you guys are very quiet. When you were around Brooks and they were more loud, as what he said, what kind of difference have you seen since then to now, kind of just getting guys more comfortable when you're doing
Yeah, well, it's always tough because you're dealing with different personalities as well. And I think as a basketball player, it's important to know what kind of personality you do hold. I think as a leader, going into it, I wasn't maybe the most vocal person. I mean, I can be, but compared to them, they had a gift for it. But I think now, you have different people that are speaking up. You have freshmen that are kind of assuming a leadership role in themselves, like Will Richardson and Lou King. And I think they're helping us kind of bring along the young guys with us. And sometimes it is difficult because it is such a young group. And Dylan and the rest of those people were experienced and they did know how important it was. But I think now we've started to kind of become a better vocal group.
Is it being quiet, like on the court, off the court, in the locker room? Like, is that all true what he's saying?
Well, I mean, I think on the court you kind of see it a little more because sometimes people just don't know what to say because the game moves so fast. Off the court though, we're not as quiet, no. We mingle with each other, we talk with each other for sure, but I think on the court, that's where, some of the quietness is kind of like shine.
And then from your point, how have you seen Coach Allman kind of change from that year to now, like having to kind of go with a different set of guys now they're quiet, now he's kind of, change around for kind of personalities?
Yeah, well, I think Coach Allman has done a good job. I think he's been patient with this group, and with a young group, that's real important. So he has changed to some regards in terms of being patient with us and knowing what kind of people that he does have on his team.
On the rivalry side of things, there was some frustration after the last game before Oregon State celebrating in the midcourt. For you, this being your last chance in the Civil War, what would it mean again on in Gill Coliseum on their floor?
I mean, it's a huge deal. Like I said, we're gonna take it one thing at a time. And for me personally, it is gonna be a huge accomplishment. But also, in that same time, I still have to look at it as any other game. For sure, it's gonna be added fire to it. Excuse me. But that being said, I just have to, like I said, not be overwhelmed with the moment at hand and just take every play for what it is and just go on from there.